Giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Shema Shabbat Shema Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim out there pushing the word of sincerity and in truth. Yeah, I just want to I want to do a lesson on this term that I've heard months back. It was an individual that was dialoguing with at camp, and I still had it queued up. And he made a statement. We was going into patents. We was going into innovators in history, and how none of them got credit for the labor that they put in. You know, all these different great inventions that you see all over the United States of America, you know, you can see the list, you know, whether it's refrigerator items or you have the stoplight, then the fridge itself, a lot of medical tools, you know, agricultural weapons or agricultural tools, things that help develop and shape the society as we know it. That was by the hand of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are truly the biblical Israelites recorded in the scriptures, as it is written that Jacob is the founder of all things. You know, and this devil, he never gave any of these individuals credit. You know, he stole from our people, you know, and took the inventions that they've labored to create, and he's built an enterprise to keep us further in this captivity, man. So that's why we call him the deceiver, all right, or the devil, because the devil means the deceiver or a liar or a trickster, man. He's always playing tricks. It's always the same, you know, that switcheroo. He'll tell you X, Y, Z, tell you he's there for your longevity, and he's trying to do this for your people. And then as soon as you vote him in office or you put him in a position, he starts to take the little bit that you do have. Gentrify you, throw you in the hood, put legislations as well as poison in your neighborhood that's going to lead you into higher incarceration, put wicked music, you know, pumping always through the airways of so-called black, Latino, mainly Judite origin, you know, gangster rap and all that. And you know, he takes a step back and plays the innocent role. Like, what are these blacks doing? These blacks they're tripping. Yeah, but who's setting the stumbling? As it is written, you're not supposed to set a stumbling block before thy neighbor. And it also says, love worketh no ill will to his neighbor. So who's working the ill will and who's putting stumbling blocks in front of us? All right, that's a question which we already know. The ones that's in the know, we know the answers. It's just these individuals that rest constantly can't get it, you know, stuck on stupid, you know, because they're not reading, man. They're not studying, they're not observing, they're not using discernment, they're not a keen observations, you know, comparing and contrasting, as it is written, how it hidden things that Esau searched out through research, through the spirit of the prophets, researching, looking into the past to search back. All right, so this is the Invention Secrecy Act of 1951. It says codified at 35 U.S.C. Chapter 17 is a body of U.S. federal law designed to prevent disclosure of new inventions. It's to prevent disclosure of new inventions and technologies that, in the opinion of selected federal agencies, present an alleged threat to the economic stability or national security of the USA. So, you have secrecy orders. Let's see. You refer to the types. Violation of the United States government secrecy to reveal your ideas may lead to arrest or imprisonment. Let me see. Yeah, you see that they're talking. Let me read a little bit on this. The Invention Secrecy Act allows the U.S. government to classify ideas which patents under secrecy orders, which identify indefinitely restrict public knowledge of them. The law applies to all inventions in the U.S. regardless of what the idea or invention is. If a patent is applied for or granted, all patents filed within the U.S. are required to be reviewed, and thousands of ideas and inventions are manually reviewed every year. Any federal government agency with classifying powers may request any patent be restricted under the Invention Secrecy Act. Yeah, so what all has been restricted? That's the question. See, this devil controls what goes out. He controls what goes in. He controls your, you know, even with the television as we know it. You have gatekeepers over television, all right, that push, emotionalism, push low frequency, low vibration television. Like people say, the television, which is true. But to tell you lies, all in that box, keep you shaped around that box, man. Projecting deception. But when it comes to manhood, when it comes to the true realm of freedom, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, through truth, as it is written, shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. He's going to deviate you from that because it goes against federal. It doesn't help advance this devil's enterprise. He only gives clear way or leverage or leadway to things that help him maintain his positions of power. If it's a threat, then he will try to or he not even try. He's going to break it down. But guess what? This isn't something that you could just break down like any of these other things that this devil has this devil has prepared, or took down through history. Because the other things wasn't founded upon the principles of the Lord, as is written. If they're not founded upon the Lord, is pretty much vain of those who labor in it. And that was so-called organizations, that was inventions. Now Jake had a innovative mentality, and that's beautiful. But it was still, there's certain elements where the Lord wasn't with, because those things were still to advance this kingdom. Like I said, you had like cardiac develop heart-based technological inventions and things of that nature that our people partook in. Now that stuff is good if you have heart problems, of course. To put people on these different machines, it helps. But guess what? The Lord gave us herbs. The Lord didn't really give us, our people created these machines, but a lot of these machines aren't the best solution for what you're going through. This is the ultimate healing. Through the Most High Spirit cometh healing. And a lot of those inventions were kind of taking away from the Spirit. That's why, it really wasn't, now, like I said, they were beautiful inventions, but it's still, the Lord wasn't with it. That's why this devil eventually took those inventions and he stole from those families. But this isn't just some man-made invention. This is the truth of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, written in pure words for us to read, listen, and teach. Matthew 16:17, and Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, Blessed art thou, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood have not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven, which is true. Verse 18. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Yeah, so no matter what this devil is going to try to do and all his attempts, it's not going to be successful. Even though he has, you look in history, this man has had a very successful campaign for years. At this point, hundreds of years. Coming from the Christopher Columbus sailing and taking down Northern Kingdom. Not all of them, but certain tribes he was partaking in. And you see all these different devils converged to the Americas to take us down. But this is the time where Israel is raising up. To like I said, I have filled the bow with Judah and with the arrows of Ephraim. Those two tribes coming together to come against our sons of Greece. Which in the ancient world, you look at it says Javan, but the modern day Greece is America. So that's all I wanted to go into. Just really go into how this man didn't give no account for our labor. And the mentality. Of how we ought to think